Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today, we need to look at a bunch of news, some of which is not good, some of which is actually surprisingly very, very good. But we need to start off with the bad, because it's happened again. And I'm sorry, I've got to keep bringing you the news. That's what I do. That's what's my job. I mean, I said it like I didn't, make it my job myself. But that's not the point, ladies and gentlemen. This is a job that I have decided is mine. And I bring you all the news, and I'll be honest with you. These Ultra Pro products are bad. Really bad. Over in Japan, their Playmats especially are at a level now where they are so good and so wonderful that they have become so popular, and I told you this in a video the other day, they are literally having to be sold by a lottery system. The Playmats are so cool and so awesome that they are having to have you apply on a lottery-based system on the official Pokemon Center website, because the website, like the Serena Playmat I've got on the screen here, it's so good that when it goes up on the website for sale, it crashes the website. That's how good these Japanese Playmats are. New, bespoke, wonderful artwork, so good it crashes the website. That's what Japan gets. What do we get? This. Brilliant. Awesome. And it's kind of like they've been doing Ultra Pro for a while, except now apparently they've got bored of doing backgrounds, and now they're just doing like random colours. So cheers for that, I suppose. And I'm like, nah. I can't. I'm sorry, I just really, really don't like these products. And there's probably a licensing issue here, let's be clear. I've mentioned this in videos in the past. There's probably an issue whereby the contract Ultra Pro has with Pokemon only allows them to use the stock Kentsugamori artwork of the Pokemon and the energy symbols. Because you'll notice that's all they've got here. I mean, it's Mimikyu and Pikachu. I've not actually said that yet, but let me make it clear. It's Mimikyu and Pikachu, and you'll notice that literally it's just Pikachu and Mimikyu on some weird swirl of color background with the Psychic and Lightning type energy symbols. That's it. That's the entire thing. And that's what you get. And it would probably be easier to stomach if it wasn't for the phenomenal stuff that Japan has been getting, honestly, for a long time now. And it's just disappointing. And the fact of the matter is, nowadays, like I showed you the Team Challenge mats the other day. These are the mats that you get when you enter or win the Team Challenge, or, staff the Team Challenge. There's the Hisuian Zoroark one for qualifying. There's the Radiant Gardevoir one for staffing. This is the upcoming Team Challenge, the one where qualifiers are running at the moment. Those are awesome playmats that I can absolutely get behind. These, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I just can't. They're rubbish. They're really not good. As always, and I got to stress this because this is really important, this is my personal opinion. I'm not a fan, I don't like them, and I don't see the point, honestly. But you might. You might be a gigantic Pikachu and or Mimikyu fan and really want to pick up these products. You might have a very different opinion on them than I do, and if you do, wonderful. Go and pick them up. Go and have a lot of fun. I'm just telling you what I think. I've shown you the playmat, but I should show you everything else. We've got 4 and 9 pocket binders. Not showing you 2 different images are exactly the same. One has 4 pockets per page, one has 9. We've then got sleeves with, again, the same design on them. We've then got a big binder. That's the one where the big ring binder where you put pages in. That's in there. There's a deck box, which is just kind of a plasticky one that folds open and close. So there we go. And then we've got the bigger, fancier portfolio here as well. Yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. It's the whole range is here. It's exactly what we would expect. I can't. I'm sorry. I just can't get on board with these. Something I do, however, like a lot more that Ultra Pro is doing is they've actually got a brand new range of zippered dice pouches. That's what they're calling them, zippered dice pouches. And once again, they've not got anything more than the generic Kentsugamori artwork of the Pokemon and the energy symbols. But they've actually managed a lot more with this, I think, than the products I've just shown you. So we got this Pikachu one here, showing that it's number 25 in the Pokedex, looking all cheery. This one's actually quite a nice design. And we don't get many dice pouches over here. It's something that Japan have had quite a lot over the years that we've just not. So it's nice to see that kind of product making its way over here. Again, we're not talking about something absolutely stellar, but it's nice to see them coming along. We've also got one here which is a little more colourful. Again, we've got the stock Ken Sugimori artwork of Pikachu, but we've got silhouetted here with, I want to say, pink and yellow. I am colourblind, so don't judge me too harshly on my knowledge of colours. But this one looks kind of cool. We've got different colours. We've got energy symbols kind of cascading, so to speak, which I do quite enjoy. So yay. This one's kind of nice. And then the third one here is a more reserved design. You've got a big white Pokeball. It's largely yellow, and you've got Pikachu. So there are 3 different versions that seem to be releasing essentially side by side with each other. It seems like all 3 of these are essentially coming out together. So if you're looking for a dice pouch for all of your dice or similar things, this'll work, ladies and gentlemen. This'll work. We don't actually currently have information about prices or release dates for these products. As always, when we do know more, I will of course tell you. That's kind of what I do, honestly. But I'm sorry, I bring you the news. I have to bring you the news. I do think these dice pouches are kind of cool, and it's not the kind of product we generally get, so those I can kind of get behind. But the rest of these Ultra Pro lines, I have to show them to you when they're revealed. It is the news. But shall we say, I like being honest with you about what products I think are worth it and what products I don't. And these very much are not. But here's a fun little turn up. I've shown you the blister packs for Silver Tempest and for Lost Origin. I've shown you these. I show you them all the time. They're kind of cool. And we always get the 1-pack blisters. Now, for Lost Origin specifically, the 1-pack blisters feature that brand new artwork of Scorbunny and the alternate art of Krogunk. And I always tell you about these particular products, that they're kind of cool. They're always brand new cards like the Scorbunny or alternate art like the Krogunk. And they're not amazing, don't get me wrong, but they're still kind of cool products that I love. I've told you the Hisuian Basculin coming for Silver Tempest is a really cool card that I kind of love. So that is something I'm going to get behind. I'm going to get me a whole play set of those. And then we get the Check Lane Blisters, which I generally don't like. For Lost Origin, they feature Infernape and Torterra. For Silver Tempest, they feature Magnezone and Gallade. But the thing that these all have in common is they are just regular, ordinary, everyday, run-of-the-mill cards. You get yourself 1 booster pack and 3 cards, but the cards aren't different in any way from set cards. There's no promo number, there's no alternate art, there's no different holo pattern. They're literally just an evolution line that are taken out from the set, and not even the set like a previous set, chucked in with a booster pack. And they're too expensive for what they are. And I always tell you that if you're buying these, buy them because you specifically want the evolution line, or buy them because you're going to keep them in a sealed collection. Otherwise, they're a better place to spend your money. However, we often see extra ones of these, store-exclusive Check Lane Blisters, that feature a Stage 1 line rather than a Stage 2 line. And, I mean, for instance, the last ones I showed you of these featured Raichu and Zoroark, and although the Raichu isn't particularly good or impressive, the Zoroark absolutely was a very cool card, because it's a Stage 1 line I absolutely love. Well, a new one has been gone and tweeted out by a bit oddish over on Twitter, and it features Burrell. And this is awesome. Because in terms of Stage 1 lines in the Pokemon TCG at the moment, this is like as good as it gets. And don't get me wrong, right? You've got the lovely Okacheke artwork. I'm a huge fan of Okacheke, as I'm sure you all know by now. This is amazing. But this is like a legit amazing line. I mean, this was in the World Championship winning deck. Andre Scubal played Burrell in their World's winning deck. And during one of their interviews at the World Championship said, if you want to be a world champion, play Burrell. That was the takeaway. It's got the ability Industrious Incisors that says once during your turn you may draw until you have 5 cards in your hand. It's like legitimately amazing. It was played in the World Championship winning deck. Now I do have to warn you that with that Lost Box running around with stuff like Sableye, it is getting more awkward to play stuff like Burrell that is going to be quite vulnerable to being KO'd by Sableye. Remember, you can't even protect yourself from the damage because its damage counters, not damage. So something like a Manaphy wouldn't work to protect you here, which is actually like rubbish. Boo. Although lovely Haigonosuke artwork on the Manaphy. But this is still a very cool line. It's better than the Zoroark I showed you last time. So this is one of those where, sure, you're just getting a stage 1 line and a booster pack, and you're paying quite a bit for the one booster. But I've always told you, if you really want the evolution line, this is still worth getting. And this is one of the best evolution lines around at the moment. So it is absolutely possible that you genuinely will want the evolution line, and this is surprisingly great. Like, I did not expect I'd be coming in this morning telling you about a new 1-pack check lane blister that is actually genuinely good and you should really consider picking up. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Obviously, if you've got multiple Burrell, you don't need this, but you're not the people I'm talking to. For now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you think about this new Ultra Pro line, whether it's better or worse than the old. I'm actually leaning towards thinking it's worse, if I'm honest with you. And do please let me know what you think about this Burrell and whether you're going to be picking it up. Go nuts in the comment section, but be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wasi. That's where we talk Pokemon card games, Pokemon card games, all kinds of fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel. Get some bonus podcasts for answer all of your questions. There should be a new one of them coming today. And you can even get shout-outs on these videos for being a lovely person. Like the lovely Kyridian here, who is a very lovely person, been one of our supporters for a little while, and I am very, very grateful. Thank you for the support, and thank you for being a very lovely person. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.